It's time for the BAQA. Hey, the BAQA. What you say? The BAQA with Manday. The BAQA with Tiffany. The BAQA. We're super excited. So wait, this is Brown Ambition. Question and answer. You have questions. We have answers. We are your smart, fabulous, brown, financial besties. We're not accountants. We're not your financial advisors. So sue your grandma and take what we say with a grain of salt.
Salt shakers out, everybody.
All right. So we have a special listener on today. So her name is Anna, and we didn't get any questions beforehand, right? Right, Mandy?
No, we don't know what she's going to ask.
Good.
We know that she has fabulous curls and looks really nice. And like
her curls are popping. So keep it cute, Anna. No, I'm just joking. Anna, why don't you come on and give us like a mini introduction of yourself, and then you can go ahead and ask your question.
Thank you. So yes, my name is Anna. Long time super duper listener. I want to say 30% whole.
Okay.
Picked up your book. Yeah, so almost there. And the more I read your book, the more mad I get on my parents. Like, you couldn't teach me this? Okay,
no, it's okay. Anna, we're not doing that. We don't judge for the parents.
And Mindy, I am all over. I was in your oh my gosh,
Mandy Moneymaker. Okay.
Class and I'm so excited.
Negotiating masterclass. Awesome. Did you like it?
Well, yes. It got me past the panic of thinking about maybe possibly negotiating. So I'm almost there. Almost. Awesome. I am a new grad nurse. Okay. Yes, new grad. I've been a nurse for about a year. And so that my question is career oriented. I love my job, super duper, absolutely love it. I feel like it's something that I probably did in my past life with how fulfilled I feel. But a little disappointed in it. I just keep looking around and I don't see the melanin anywhere. I saw the melanin in school. And now that I'm in it and the positions that I'm in, it's just been a little bit heartbreaking. I'm lying. It's a lot. Which is what the question that I sent over was about, which I'm hoping you guys can provide some insight, because I know you were a grade school teacher and then working in tech. I feel like you guys might be able to relate. It's like the higher you go, the less of us you see. And it gets kind of lonely. And I don't know if it ever happened to you guys. You kind of get code switching gets kind of tiring, and then you get burned out at the end of the day and you're like, shouldn't take so much. So I'm kind of having a hard time starting these conversations because it's kind of hard to say like, hey, where's the melanin? Like where? So
this is your question, Anna, because we haven't heard it beforehand. Yeah. This is like a little surprise for us, right?
Oh yeah. Yes. That is my, yes. Okay. I tend to just ask what I'm thinking, but you know that when you're in corporate or when you're in a more professional setting, you have to soften your speech. So I am having a hard time trying to figure out how to navigate those conversations, because I really do want to just go in and say, like, where are the Black nurses? Like, why are we not hiring? There's Black excellence, and Black women are insanely amazing. And, I always use the example, like when a little Black girl comes in, I want her to see herself in the people that are giving her care. I had a home birth last year. My midwife was Black. That was very important to me. And I didn't know everything I was lacking until I had care from a provider that looked like me. So now that is very close to me. It's every day that I go in, I feel like, where are my peers? And don't get me wrong, I work somewhere with some amazing out of this world people that every single day that I go to work, I'm inspired by all the people that I work with, and it's great. But I also feel like we're doing our communities a disservice because they don't match the people.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Yeah. Do you feel like the community that you serve, is it more diverse than the staff at this hospital?
Oh, 100%.
That is concerning. You would want the staff to reflect the community in some way. I'm shocked when my husband's dad was in the hospital and they live, where do you live, by the way? I don't think we asked you.
In Illinois, nearby Chicago.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was shocked when Enrique's dad went to the hospital and no one spoke Spanish. And I was
Really?
like, what? You're in the freaking Bronx.
No.
I didn't understand. Like the doctor, sorry, a couple of nurses, but the doctor who, like, he was having, I don't want to put his business out there, but it was a serious situation. The doctor didn't speak Spanish. And it's so much pressure on anyway, I'm just like, what the fuck? So I'm not entirely surprised. And my first thought is, in that case, I think it's going to be important for you, and you're early in your career too. You're going to have to vote with your feet a little bit, in the sense that choose to work places where hopefully you have the choice, you have those options where you can find a place that does have diversity, and make that one of the first questions you ask when you interview, and take a tour and look around and see if it reflects the kind of environment where you want to work. That will solve like down the line. But right now, I understand it's uncomfortable. At the same time, I would say if it's really bothering you, I would bring it up. And maybe you can find a way to do that feels safe to you, whether it's going to, do you have in a hospital, do you have like a HR business partner or someone dedicated to the nursing staff, or a union?
We have, yes. And we have huddles, where we meet with our directors, and the staff leadership is very present. It's just, I don't know if it's happened to you, ladies, when you bring something up to a demographic that's outside of yours, immediately, even though you're not saying directly, like, hey, you are keeping Black women out of the workspace, immediately people just feel the need to defend themselves. Kind of like they're like, hey, no, but not me. And I'm having a hard time passing that wall, because...
So you've tried and they've kind of shut you down and been defensive?
Without saying yes.
Yeah.
You could, it's like, I understand it's uncomfortable, but I've asked, like, are recruiters, like, are they trained to be cognizant of what is the resume test? Are they, are we name checking people? Like, are we not calling staff, applicants because the name sounds too difficult to pronounce, or, things that we know happen and keep us out of, spaces where we deserve to be. But it was draining. It was a draining experience. I felt defeated afterwards. And it's just sad to see, like, I have the luxury, I'm Latina, and I have the luxury to pass in times when I, not necessarily like I felt like I needed to, but I have the luxury of being like a chameleon, So I've been part of certain conversations where I'm not, by the people that are there, I'm not seen as a Black or as Afro-Latina. So the kind of little nuances that I pick up on make it clear that, I don't know. They don't know, and it doesn't seem like they're receptive to knowing either. And it's just so draining. I don't know and I know that I know too many Black women that are firsts in their careers, and it's like, come on, it's 2022. It's too late. It's too late in the game to still there be firsts. And it's just, I don't know. You guys have been in your careers like far longer than I have, and you've experienced these things, I assume. Like, how do you refill your cup? Because I don't think it's a battle that I can win, but the way it drains on us, it's just, I don't feel like we have resources that we should have.
Well, something that I'll suggest, because even though you might not win the battle, you could certainly start the revolution by the questions that you're asking, So, I mean, sometimes I think we feel like we have to do the whole war. Like I had a conversation today with a woman who was just like, there's so much to be done, and we got to do this, we got to do that. And I'm like, I don't know if I have to do all that, because sis been doing budget leads for 15 years, helped a lot of Black women. It might be time to pass the baton. Like, I don't have to see it through all the way to the end. That, that I think we're all tasked to just do what we're here to do. And it's not likely, to your point, you're going to win the whole war, but the fact you're even bringing it up is a good start. But the question about refilling your cup, Are there Black nurses associations or Latina nurses associations that you can join? Because that's always a really great place where you could feel seen and heard. And they're probably going to offer, like my mom was a nurse for, I don't even know, 30, 40 years. They can offer, resources, and they could also offer suggestions, or just even power and might behind, like, oh, girl, thanks for letting us know, we're going to roll up and say something, And so it's not for you to fight alone by yourself. I'm really proud of you for having the initial conversation, but get your backup, that you're not in this by yourself, because there are a lot of Black and brown nurses. And at the end of the day, nurses have been and still are in super high demand. And so, your voice is stronger than maybe you even realize.
I'm so glad you said that, because I can feel the weight on you. Like you really feel like, there's this huge, it's systemic and it's so much bigger than you are. But are those organizations? Like, do you feel like you have a community? are you able to lean on other Black and brown nurses, like find your tribe, feel support?
I'm starting to.
Okay.
I'm reaching outside of, the immediate community that I have. And I found some, and, we have had those conversations. Like we come in and we see staff in this department and this department, they're Black. And then it's less and less as you get higher. So it was nice to hear that I'm not by myself, but yeah, let's roll up. Like that's, like you said, I'll do some more outreach, and because I get, like, you're right, they are out here. I graduated with them. I was inspired by them, and now.
Where'd they go? I want to know. I'd be like, where y'all at? Yes. And is it good over there? Because we talk.
Yes,
they'll let you know where the good is. They'll be like, come over here, girls, lit. Like, they love us here.
Like, for a find an organization, because my mother was part of a Black nurses organization in New Jersey. That's why I shared that, And so
I was part of a National Association of Black Journalists for the first 10 years of my career.
Yeah, so there are organizations specifically for that. So, she didn't have to go it alone, because it wasn't easy for her either. She was also part of, I think, a Nigerian Nurses Association. Girl, they got association for everything.
I'm sure they got an Afro-Latino one.
Exactly.
I need to work with a group that knows, she got to wash and go. It's day one. Don't touch it. Like, so, hopefully I'll get there. But, and then, once I do get there, I'll make it a point to pull everyone else with, because as much as I would love to be in a room where those decisions are made, I'm not made for politics. I don't have it in me. I just,
now. Dang, a lot of women tell me that. You never know. Because you asked, what do you do to heal yourself and refill your cup? And one of the best things for me was working to get into a leadership role so I could hire more of us. And it didn't take, sometimes it doesn't take as much work and as many politics if you find the right company or the right fit. You can do it. But like, even if you can get closer to that decision-making table, just so that you can be at it, like you can have impact right where you are.
Yes.
And like Tiffany was saying, hey, did I change the fact that there's, very few people of color at the top in fintech? No, but I sure did hire, over a dozen BIPOC staff while I was there to make sure they got great raises, and I was able to care and put, fix wage gaps and things like that. And I feel really proud of that. And I think that if we, just like Tiffany said, focus on what you can do and what power you have, take some of the weight off of the world, and just remind yourself you're doing the best you can. You're only one person.
Hey, BA fam. Can we talk about notifications for a second? Who actually leaves those sounds on anymore? Well, besides that kind, that's another sale on Shopify, the all-in-one commerce platform to start, run, and grow your business. What I like about Shopify is that it makes it simple to sell to anyone from anywhere. You can start selling with Shopify and join the platform simplifying commerce for millions of your favorite businesses worldwide, including the Budgetista.
Yeah, and if you guys, BA fam, have ever purchased one of our beautiful Brown Ambition shirts from our merch store, you can thank Shopify for that. And listen, I learned how to set up that store myself. It was super simple. Even if you haven't started a business yet, it is so easy to start and grow a business thanks to Shopify. BA fam, you can sign up for a free trial at shopify.com/brownambition. all lowercase. So go to shopify.com/brownambition to start selling online today. Shopify.com/brownambition. 2000, 2008, 2022. When it comes to the economy, those are some scary years. Dot-com crash, housing crash, and the roller coaster we're going through right now. One thing is certain, it's a dangerous time to not know your numbers. But over 31,000 businesses have the confidence and clarity they need because they rely on NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud financial system. NetSuite gives you the visibility and control of your financials, plus your inventory, HR, planning, and budgeting, so you can manage risk, get reliable forecasts, and improve your margins. They've got everything you need all in one place. Plus, if you're wanting to know how you can prepare for these uncertain times, NetSuite could be the answer. They help you identify rising costs, automate your business processes, and you can easily see where you can save money. That's why 93% of customers say they improve their visibility and control when they upgraded to NetSuite. So what y'all waiting for? Right now, NetSuite's offering a one-of-a-kind flexible financing program. Head to netsuite.com/brownambition right now. netsuite.com/brownambition. netsuite.com/brownambition.
And I'm just proud of you, Anna. And we love having our listeners on.
I love getting to ask follow-up questions. I'm always dying to.
Yes. No. And if you want to be in the hot seat like Anna, you already know, well, hopefully you know, hit us up on IG. We want you to leave us a recording of your question. We can have you in virtual studio and you can ask your career, your business, your personal finance, just your growth questions overall. And Mandra and I will do our best to pour into you. So hopefully, Anna, you've taken away a little glimmer of hope and that your homework is to do your Googles and find you a nurses association, a club, a something, related to your field, that caters specifically to, who you are, and how you want to show up, and then lean in there. Okay?
Thank you.
Yay.
Thanks for coming on. It was such a pleasure to meet you.
Hey, BA fam. We're on YouTube. Woohoo. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel.
And while you're at it, why don't you go over to that little bell icon and just tap that for us. Show the BA fam how much you love us. And that way you'll also get notifications when new videos drop. Also, share the channel with a friend. We're always like, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. And thank y'all so much again for all the support.